Hello, welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show by way of video and audio. How's everybody doing? I'm praying and hoping that you are doing extremely well on this Friday evening right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, within the US of A. I know there may be many of you who tune into this show from other countries around the world, and it could be a different time zone, right? For those who are on the West Coast, right? So it's a little earlier for you. And for those of you who are in another country, you might actually be in the wee hours of the morning right now. But nonetheless, welcome to the live version and to the replay for those of you who are going to be tuning in. Now, remember, this is a special series that we do have going on. Once again, a special series that we have going on. All right. And this is a series that focuses in on leadership and the home-based business space. Remember, this show normally goes live every single night, somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we're testing the waters a little bit for an earlier time, simply because we don't want to rush through the show. We want to make sure we provide quality content. And because of a newfound relationship that has been established and the trainings and the calls and such, we want to enable our partners to not only tune into the show, but also plug into the trainings that's going to really help them to grow their businesses as well. So we welcome you here to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Thank you so much. And remember, the purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so for all of you out there, welcome aboard, and I appreciate your listening, your attention, your everything right now, because I know it's Friday. You could be doing a bazillion things. I know many of you are still on quarantine, and so nonetheless, I thank you and I welcome you here to the show. So for those of you who are home-based business owners, you're looking for a way to thrive, you're looking for a way to build and grow your business. Let me tell you one thing that I found to be an important factor, and that is growing yourself as a leader. Self-development is going to be critical to your growth as a leader, and not just your growth, but the growth of your business partners, the growth of your customers as well. Okay? And so what I am going to share with you really quick is something that's going to help to zero in on one of the most powerful leadership traits that a leader needs to have. Because with this series, we're talking about what leadership looks like in the home-based business world. Okay, what does leadership look like for those who have home-based businesses? And so I'm going to share my screen really quick, and hopefully my audio is doing very, very well, so as to allow for us to be able to see what I am going to show, and also for you to hear what I am going to show as well. So let's take a closer look. And thank you so much, everyone, once again for your attention. I do not claim the rights to any movie clippings, any audio. I don't claim the rights to any of this, but I am going to show you something that's really impacted my life. This is a clip from one of my favorite movies. Many of you know I'm a movie buff. Okay, I love movies. Some movies just have powerful lessons. And so let's view this particular clip right here, and then we're going to come back and talk about how this all makes sense with the home-based business space. So let's go into it right now.
So, Coach, how strong is Westview this year?
A lot stronger than we are.
You already written Friday night down as a loss, Brock?
Well, not if I know we could beat them.
Come here, Brock. You too, Jeremy.
What, am I in trouble now?
Not yet. I want to see you do the death crawl again, except I want to see your absolute best.
What, you want me to go to the 30?
I think you can go to the 50.
50. I can go to the 50 if nobody's on my back.
I think you can do it with Jeremy on your back. But even if you can, I want you to promise me you're going to do your best.
All right.
Your best.
Okay.
You going to give me your best?
I'm going to give you my best.
All right, one more thing. I want you to do it blindfolded.
Why?
Because I want you giving up at a certain point when you can go further. Get down. Jeremy, get on his back. Now get a good tight hold, Jeremy. All right. Let's go, Brock. Keep your knees off the ground. Just your hands and feet. There you go. A little bit left. A little bit left.
I bet he does.
There you go. Show me good effort. That way, Brock. You keep coming. There you go. It's a good start. A little bit left. A little bit left. There you go, Brock. Good strength. That's it, Brock. That's it.
Not at the 20 yet?
Forget the 20. You give me your best. You keep going. That's it. No, don't stop, Brock. You got more in you than that.
I ain't done. Just resting a second.
You got to keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's go. Don't quit till you got nothing left. There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Don't quit on me. Keep going. Keep driving it. Keep your knees off the ground. That's it. Your very best. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go. That's it. You keep driving. Keep your knees off the ground. Keep driving it. Don't quit till you got nothing left. Keep moving, Brock. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keep going. I want everything you got. Come on. Keep going. It hurts. Don't quit on me. Your very best. Keep driving. Keep driving. There you go. There you go.
He's heavy.
I know he's heavy.
I'm about out of strength.
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going, you hear me? You keep going. You're doing good. You keep going. Do not quit on me. You keep going.
It hurts.
I know it hurts. You keep going. You keep going. It's all hard from here. 30 more steps. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Keep going.
Burn.
And let it burn.
It's burning.
It's all hard. You keep going, Brock. Come on. Come on. Keep going. You promised me your best. Your best. Don't stop. Keep going.
Too hard.
It's not too hard. You keep going. Come on, Brock. Give me more. Give me more. Keep going. 20 more steps. 20 more. Keep going, Brock. Give me your best. Don't quit. No. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Brock Kelly, you don't quit. Keep going. Keep going. Go, Brock Kelly. You don't quit on me. No, you keep going. You keep going. Go, Brock. 10 more steps. 10 more. 10 more. 10 more. Keep going. Don't quit. Give me yours. You can. You can. 5 more. 5 more. Come on, Brock. Come on. Don't quit. Don't quit. Come on, Brock. 2 more. 1 more. Oh.
50. It's got to be 50. I'll have any more.
Look up, Brock. You're in the end zone. Brock, you are the most influential player on this team. If you walk around defeated, so will they. Don't tell me you can't give me more than what I've been seeing. You just carried a 140-pound man across this whole field on your arms. Brock, I need you. God's gifted you with the ability of leadership. Don't waste it.
Coach?
Can I count on you?
Yes. Coach?
What is it, Jeremy?
I wear 160.
Next.
All right. So listen up. I mean, there's a lot right now, of course, that we can really get out of this particular clip. But this is from the movie called Facing the Giants. And this is one of my all-time favorites. I could watch this movie over and over and over again. And this is just one of the important scenes in here. And there's a lot of nuggets that you can glean from this particular clip here. But one of the important nuggets that I've gleaned that I really want to zero in on, okay, is a word called persistence. Persistence. For those of you who are viewing my screen right now, right, we're going to just look at this just a little bit. It says, of course, by simple Google research, firm and obstinate continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition, right? Continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty, in spite of opposition. And so I want to pose to you that one of the biggest oppositions that we do have is right between our ears, and that is our brains. Okay, that is, of course, our mindset. That is the biggest area of opposition because of the training that we obtained since coming out of the womb of our parent, of our moms. The society in which we live has trained us to think a certain way and to do a certain thing, following the path of everyone, just trying to get us into this way of doing things that's not going to get us to where we're trying to go. And so there's a fine line. There are a couple of systems that are operating at the same time, and one main system is keeping you enslaved to a way that's going to, a lifestyle that's going to keep you bound and keep you in the hamster wheel. But there's another system, right, that many people, I should say, some people take, right, where they weren't taught to really go and travel the mainstream way. They were taught a different way of doing things, a different way of thinking because of their parents, because of their upbringing. We're just talking about the difference between the rich and the poor. The difference between the rich and the poor. Those right now who are struggling through this pandemic, okay? If you're struggling, and I see that my internet is unstable a little bit, so I apologize if there's a little bit of shakiness with the internet and there's a delay. But you see this strong difference between the rich and the poor. The middle class is barely even there. Understand something. For those of you who are home-based business owners, you may be leveraging and taking advantage of this time right now and understanding how important it was for you to have established or at least traveled in the direction of establishing income separate from being dependent on another organization or having a job. Many people, of course, have felt like that powerful impact and effect of having a job and that being your only way of bringing in revenue in your home. And so here's what I want to tell you, that you really have to develop as a leader, right? You have to develop persistence. Even as things are going on, I know, of course, your brain being one of the major areas of opposition, but I also want to pose to you, of course, that society and the system that has been created to really keep you bound, that is opposition as well. And so what are you going to do in the face of opposition? What action are you going to take, right? What are you going to do to better yourself, to better your legacy, to have a different result than what it may look like it seems right now? See, the ball is in your court, right? The ball has always been in your court. But it's up to you to make decisions, to take a different path if you want to get a different result. We already know what insanity is, right? To keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, to expect a different result? How does that even happen? That doesn't even happen. It doesn't make sense. If you want a different result, you have to do something different. And even as things are happening right now, right, with all this financial uncertainty, you still have the opportunity to gain control over your household's economy. I want to encourage you not to give up, but be persistent even in the midst of this pandemic. You have to be persistent. You can't give up on your divine assignment, because the very fact that you're watching this video or this episode here is a very fact and truth of the matter is that you still have an assignment that you still need to fulfill. And I understand there are some of you right now who don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel satisfied with the way that your life is going right now. But you can change it. It's all up to you. If it's going to happen, it's up to you. What are you going to do in the midst of this pandemic? Some people are thinking, oh, it's going to go back to normal. Listen, The powers that be, they have an idea of what normal should be. But you can control the household of, the economy of your own household. What are you willing to do? You see, about 3 years ago, and even before then, it just felt odd, even for myself and for my husband, the pathway that we were going on. We just knew if we kept on doing the same thing over and over and over again, we were going to continue to get the same results. It just made sense, right? And so we knew that we had to get on a different track. We needed a different pathway to take. And so I'm so happy that my cousin, Mr. Taylor, he shared with us information about a money system that revolutionized our mindset gradually about what this concept of money really is. Educating us about fiat currency, about what real money is, and habits that we need to engage in if we want to become millionaires. And so we began taking that journey. We began seeing results because our net worth gradually began to increase and change. And literally, we began making money while we sleep. Because you know what Warren Buffett said, right? He said, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Making money. If you don't learn how to make money, right? To earn money, to be able to bring in that residual income while you sleep. So how can you begin doing that? You have to become educated about what is available for you. Okay, and I have to tell you that being a part of the network marketing model of business, specifically for me, being connected to an e-commerce company, has opened up my husband and I and our eyes, even our kids, who are ages 4 and 7. They know what real money is. Okay? And they said, Mommy, we don't want that. We want real money. They want real money. And so right now we're on this journey. We're so persistent in making sure that everyone that we come in contact with, whether on social media or in person, when all of this, quarantining and social distancing comes to an end, gradually getting back into the swing of things, right? Being able to tell everyone about this money system. Because it's up to you if you're going to accept it. It's up to you if you want to become educated. And I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? Making that decision over 3 years ago for my husband and I has changed our lives. We're doing this thing full time right now. Yes, of course, we have multiple streams of income. We have residual income. That's the smart thing to do. You should have residual income. You should have multiple streams of income. To have all your eggs in one basket is just not wise. It's just not wisdom. Okay? And so I want to encourage you, as you are seeking to build your businesses, think about a couple of things for yourself, right? As you're going through this, you want to work on your mindset. You want to have that type of attitude where you're not going to give up, that you're going to stay the course and you're going to finish this thing out. You're going to keep on running and chasing after your dreams. You're not going to give up despite what's going on. And see, one thing that I've always come to understand, right? Because I'm a child of the King. I'm a child of the Most High, and you may be as well. I always knew that I operated in a different economic system, different from the world, right? And when I became even more educated about what God's money is, and the fact that it's real 24-karat physical gold, I knew that I had to get some of that because whatever belonged to God belongs to me. And I wanted to make sure I had access, that my husband had access, that my kids have access, that my mom has access, my father-in-law, and everyone else, of course, who has an open mind, has access to God's money. And if you're watching this right now, you're like, Lakeisha, what is it you're talking about God's money? You're talking about this persistence, and I've always really been that way. Right? And you can develop that within yourself. You see, I don't have to wake up, tomorrow and have somebody say, all right, Lakeisha, get up. You got to go do this. You got to go get this done. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get myself together and I'm going after it. Whether you want to watch or not, I'm going after it. I don't need anybody to prep me up, but I'm going to encourage you to get plugged in. I'm going to encourage you to go after your dreams. I'm going to encourage you to become educated about money. We become educated about so many other things. Many of you know so much about the coronavirus than you know about money. And that's a problem. It's going to take you down a rabbit hole, and you're going to find your way stuck in the hole trying to peel your way out of there, to the point where you might not even get out because you might be so consumed with fear that you're stuck. And so you don't want to put yourself in that position. You need to have a different environment. You need to fill your mind with positivity, positive energy, positive vibrations, right? Listening to motivational content, connecting with individuals who are traveling in that direction of freedom, that freedom journey. And so I want to encourage you. Listen, if you're watching this right now, if you're listening in on the podcast platforms, get plugged in. All you got to do is ask and say, hey, Lakeisha, what is this money system you're talking about? And I'll be more than happy to give you info, but I'm quite sure the person that shared this particular stream with you today, they're excited as well to give you information. They're probably like, look, I'm ready. I was waiting for you. And so listen, send the inbox message, ask more questions about this money system. You'll be glad you did. Here's a couple of reasons why. Now, I probably already alluded to it. One of the powerful reasons is that, again, you need multiple streams of income. For some of you, you need income, period. And you have the opportunity to take advantage of multiple streams of income. Many of you had, a desire to become an investor. You want to learn about cryptocurrency. You want to learn about gold. Well, guess what? Under this one roof, this money system, you can have a business, right? And build a global business from the comfort of your home. And you can participate in the I quadrant, this whole concept that was put together and made famous by Robert Kiyosaki, right? So you can become an investor. You can be a business owner, all under one roof. And you can plug in for free. There's nothing that we do that's required of you. Everything we do is voluntary. That's what makes it even better. There are many companies out there that requires you to have a monthly auto ship, right? But even with what we do, we want to save gold as often as we can because we know that gold is an attractor of wealth. Gold would attract wealth to you. It would attract money, real money, to you. And of course, I can sit here all day and kind of educate you about what real money is and what the dollar is not. But that's what we do within this money system. More specifically, within the bigger team I'm a part of, which is called Wealth Builders Worldwide. We educate you about what real money is and what money isn't. What traditional society says money is when it really isn't. Okay? And so you get this information. You get connected to mentors that care about you, that want to see you thrive and succeed. You remember that clip that I showed you at the beginning? We have coaches, we have mentors that's like, let's go. We got this power call in the mornings. They're there to encourage us, inspire us, empower us, educate us. That's what it's like, having multiple coaches like that in your corner saying, you can do it. Do not give up. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Just like that coach was in that particular clip. That's what these senior leaders do. And you have access. Now, you might be saying, well, Lakeisha, isn't that somewhat of what you do? Absolutely. I'm going to be in your corner and say, look, get up, plug into this power call. If you want a drill sergeant, listen, I'm all for it. Now, I'm going to, of course, assess what your personality type is before I get on you that hard. But we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. And I'm here to support you. Yes, I'm filled with a lot of energy because I'm really passionate about what it is that I do and the information that I share. I'm passionate about it because I know what the end result can be potentially for you. It's like, I know the heart of the CEO that put all this together. He wants to see you win. He wants to send everybody plugged into the system. He wants to see free, financially free, time free, right? Location free, where you can go anywhere you want to go, right? Without the hindrance of time being an issue or money being an issue. Okay? Now, I can go on and on and on, but persistence, develop it. Okay? Develop that particular trait because that's what leadership is. Leaders are persistent. They do not quit. They stay the course, they stay in the game. No matter how hard or difficult things may seem to be, they stay in. They don't throw in the towel. And I want to encourage you not to do that. Stay the course, okay? Because in the end, the person that stays the course and has faith and takes massive action, you will win. You will win. That's it. You will win. And so I'm so happy that you've taken the time, even right now, to be with me during this particular episode, right? This is, listen, if you're ready to win, come on board. You might as well come on in. You've been watching long enough, right? So again, connect with us, connect with me or the person that shared this particular video with you. We're more than happy to help you out. And here's the other thing too that I want to share with you, okay? There's something special going on tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a wealth building presentation. That money system that I was telling you about, if you're the type, you're like, Lakeisha, I need more specific details. Well, during this presentation at 9 o'clock, you're going to get those details, okay? And I want to encourage you, download the Zoom app. Make sure you download that. It's going to take place on the Zoom platform. All right. Sometimes we stream it on Facebook, but sometimes the connection between Zoom and Facebook is not working. So we want to make sure you know how to get on the platform. So download Zoom. And then number two, you want to go to www.goldrocks.info. GOLDROCKS.info. Go to that URL. It will bring you directly onto the platform. Watch the presentation and then get back with the person that invited you to the presentation. Let them know that you're ready to get your free gold savings account right now. Okay? Right now. Actually, probably yesterday, but right now. All right, everybody. So listen up. I look forward to having another guest here on the platform with me tomorrow evening. Do not miss the final episode of this series. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to stop talking about leadership, but we're really zeroing in on how, having a home-based business and what leadership looks like in that space with our guests. Okay, that's the difference. So again, be back with me on the platform tomorrow here for the show, but most importantly, join me tonight on goldrocks.info at 9 o'clock p.m. And if you do, or you're ready to just dive in right now with your account, get back with us and let us know. We'll send you the link and you can get registered. Okay? So again, thank you so much, everyone. It's been an honor and a privilege. And so until the next time that you and I come together again, I want to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless, and I'll catch you on goldrocks.info.